got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA.
Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Sean B Nice, back again with another video, aka some more heat rock. And today I am doing my personal review of the Lenovo Yoga 720 15-inch 4K of crack in a aluminum chassis. And again, for those who are not hip to my videos, man, I call things my review because again, it is my review, my perspective, the way I view things, and that's it. I mean, it's no other way around that. So, you know, I always welcome people to add in their 2 cents, but at the end of the day, my review is still my perspective. And, you know, if you what you say is enlightening, then I would tell you. Other than that, man, you know, your opinion is yours. So enough of all that, man. So again, excuse the alarm. I bought this laptop specifically for editing videos for my YouTube channel. For those who don't know, man, surprise, surprise, a lot of the editing before, maybe like, I don't know, 10 videos ago, I was doing a lot of that editing on my phone, trying to work with color grade and all that. I had a pretty dope app for that. It's called Power Director. So check that out for all you upcoming YouTubers. Power Director is very, very powerful, especially for Android devices, not on iOS. So it's specifically for Android. But I was doing a lot of my editing on there, and it was just, I mean, don't get me wrong, the S8 and the Note 8, it's a big screen, but it's nothing like actually doing on an entire laptop screen. You actually have a trackpad or a mouse. So this is specifically for editing, you know what I mean? And this is the first laptop I've actually ever purchased that was over $1,000. And I am very, very happy with my purchase. So again, this review is mainly for the aspiring YouTubers, your average consumer. This is not going to be a spec heavy. I will throw in like specs in the beginning, but this is not a spec heavy review. That's just not what I do. I try to just focus on what people actually care about, just your average consumer. You know what I mean? So just to kind of get things out the way, right? This laptop, I mean, I think for the price, it was worth it. It was like around 1,500 bucks. You can get it on Amazon. Here is just so you can see for yourself, right? So it's like around 1,500 bucks. Now the only thing that upsets me, it didn't come with a stylus. Now, just kind of give you guys some background. The laptop that I was considering before this was the HP X360 Spectre 15-inch. It had a 4K display as well. It had way more bolts. It had way more ports, and it had some really good speakers. And the build quality of the design was just like unbelievable. I think that is a very, very beautiful laptop, and I really wanted it. But the only thing that was holding me back, and I had some people commenting saying you can't compare this to the HP, and I'm like, well, why not? I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're both ultrabooks, if I'm not mistaken. From what I've researched and from a lot of reviews I've seen, a lot of people compare the Yoga to the HP X360 Spectre. So I don't know why it was a problem when I did it, but anyway, yeah, that was my laptop I was aiming towards first. But the HP X360 was like around 1,600 bucks. It did not, the graphics card that it had was a lower tier graphic card than the one that's in here. And then on top of that, I just feel like for the price, I feel like this is better. So for this to be cheaper and be more powerful, I'm very happy with my purchase, put it like that, okay? So they kind of throw some specs your way, and I got, you can get this on the internet too. So to kind of throw some specs your way, for those who, you know what this stuff is, the 3D Mark Skydiver test was like around 15 seconds, right? Spy Mark was like around, they got a score of around 1,700. Fire Strike a score of around 5,400. Cinebench, you got a score of 584. Graphics, like, it's pretty much as far as how things gonna run, like, I guess top out, it's like around 73 frames per second. Geekbench Scores, for those, now for most of us who watched reviews before, we know what Geekbench Scores is. That's just pretty much how powerful the PC is. So Geekbench Score, you got a single core score of 4,200, and then it got a multi-score core of like around 12,300. PC Mark 8 test, it got a score of 3,077 points. Battery life, PC Mark ranked it around 4 hours and 35 minutes, but battery life for Tech Radar, as far as like them watching movies on the street for like on airplane mode or whatever, like around 7 hours and 7 minutes. Now, as far as battery life is concerned, well, we're gonna get into that a little bit later. So what I do is, most of my reviews is I always give you guys my dislike first, and then I give you my likes, okay? So dislike, starting off, is definitely probably gonna be the fans can get loud on this device. But that's usually only when you're doing like super heavy editing. Like normally this video today is not in 4K because I didn't know how long the video is going to be. And I usually color grade my videos, and sometimes rendering that just takes, you know, it don't take a long time, but it takes long enough. But I was just like, not today. You know what I mean? It's not today. Because it also depends on the time, right? And also it depends on what bit rate you're going to export it in. So yeah. So the fans can get super loud if you are doing strenuous tasks. Mainly, again, I've only been doing editing so far. It can get loud. I did play some games on it. Well, I only played one game, which is Warframe. The fans are, you know, perfectly fine, no problem at all. But yeah, so the fans can get loud. Just keep that in mind. And the heat that pushes off of it, it can sometimes get a little bit uncomfortable if you got it like directly in your lap. So you got to think about it, right? The way the heat is being dissipated is through here and through here. Now, if you're on a, you know, if you're sitting down in bed, this is the 2-in-1 laptop. You got to think this is hitting you straight. You know what I'm saying? Straight in your leg. You're getting all that full front heat. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind, okay? So yeah, that was like kind of like 2 dislikes to 1, I guess you could say. Next thing that kind of like, it's not like a huge issue, but it's there. I'm gonna mention it, and it's the weight. Now, don't get me wrong. For what's all in here, I think the weight, you know, justifies for what's all in here. But I mean, again, you know, it's just, you feel it. I mean, it's only like around like 4.4 pounds, you know, like 5 pounds. But again, if you're looking for something ultra portable and extra light, and then you got to think about the charging brick. The charging brick is around probably like another pound, maybe a pound and a half. So you got roughly like around 6 pounds in your backpack. I mean, is that like a huge deal? I don't think so. I mean, but you know, again, if you're just somebody who's looking for something extra, like super portable, that may not be for you. I normally leave this like either on my desk or I have it in the bed with me, so it's not like a huge deal for me. But like I said, the weight can be, you know, it just lets you know like, hey fam, I'm here. You know what I mean? So yeah. Next, another dislike is, now I don't know. So since I'm new to editing videos, this may not be like a huge deal. Again, this, you know, for somebody who's used to using their laptop specifically for editing, this may not be a huge deal for them. But for me, since I'm new to this, like battery life when I'm editing and it's not plugged up, I guess you should be plugged up anyway if you are editing something, especially if you're gonna start exporting it. And it's mainly towards exporting. Editing part of battery life is pretty good. But like when I start exporting, I guess since the PC is using so much power, it tends the battery life usually like started kind of like, it's almost like water almost. So I say if you're exporting like a 4K video, man, you probably gonna get like around, if you got 100%, you may, if like your video gonna take around 2 hours to export, you're probably looking like around maybe like a 50% drop. You know what I mean? So, you know, just keep that in mind. It does affect your battery life depending on what you're exporting. So yeah. Another dislike I'm not feeling is, now you guys see my unboxing. I was so geeked. I thought just for some odd miracle that Lenovo was cool enough to get me to accidentally give me a stylus in the box. So the HP X360 comes with a stylus, and that's probably why it's like around 60 bucks more than a Lenovo Yoga 720. But this does not come with a stylus. The active pen is like around $40. I mean, dog, I just gave y'all like 1,500 bucks. Y'all could easily gave me a pen that's worth $40. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really feeling that. Okay, so next dislike is the speaker placement. I'm not a fan of anything, and this is on cell phones too. Do not give me something where the speakers is pointing down. So most people are going to use their laptops, you know, like that, you know, with the screen closed. I mean, with the foot stops towards the bottom, right? Obviously, that's why they're there. So, but if you're listening to something, you know, and I do a speaker test for you guys towards the video, and it's firing down. So a lot of the sound quality, and the speakers are tuned by JBL. Don't get me wrong, the speakers sound pretty decent. I actually like them. I ain't got no problem with them at all, actually. But I just wish they were, you know, kind of like how HP got it. HP got it where the speakers are on the side here, so it's coming at you. But if you turn it to like the 2-in-1, you know what I'm saying, the 2-in-1 spot, then that's when you kind of lose that sound quality. Because if you're holding, you know, if you're holding it like this or whatever, well, actually your fingers would be like this here. If you're holding it like that, then your fingers are blocking the speaker. Whereas in mine, depending on how I hold it, if I have it like this, so if we put it like this here, right? If we put it like that, then the speakers are totally fine. I have no problem with the speakers at all because now they're firing up. You have a screen kind of blocking the sound, but it's not to the point where it's, you know, it still sounds good when it's like this. Like it sounds phenomenal when it's like that. Okay, so that's that. Next is gonna be like the ports. I feel like they didn't give me enough ports, right? So if you look on most other laptops, some laptops you will have, you know, you got an HDMI port. You would have like 2 to 3 lightning ports. You got like 2 lightning ports on this side, a HDMI port, a SD card reader. I mean, you had like ports for days. This one here, I don't feel like they gave me enough. You got the power. So this is not even a port here. This is just for your charging cable. You got one USB port over here, which is 3.0. You got a headphone jack that combos as a mic. And then you switch over here, and then you got a lightning bolt. You got a Thunderbolt 3 port, and you got the power button. But here's the thing. Now you got another USB port here. But if you're somebody like me who uses another mouse, an external mouse, then you're automatically taking up one of your ports. You just kiss one of your ports away. So now you got 1, 2. You got 2 ports that you're working with on your laptop, and you have no SD cards or nothing like that. So keep that in mind. If an SD card reader is something very important to you, or an HDMI cable, or just like multiple light Thunderbolt ports, you probably want to shoot maybe for like a Dell XPS 15. If I'm not mistaken, the Dell XPS 15 has an HDMI port, like an SD card reader. The XPS 15 was actually like, you know what I'm saying? Only reason I didn't shoot for that is because, again, I wanted a 2-in-1 combo. So yeah. So my next dislike was going to be the brightness. I don't feel like for this to be a 4K display, I feel like the brightness should have been just a tiny bit brighter. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was like around, the brightness like around maxing out like around maybe 264 nits, close to like 300 or so. So just so you guys get an example, brightness is here. That's as bright as it gets. Now, again, it looks phenomenal, right? I mean, the display is super crispy, but this is kind of like what a battery life may kind of affect you, because if you really want it to like look super good, you got to kind of have your display brightness always kind of maxed out. So I usually try to keep mine like around maybe like 50 to 75%, but here right now, even though you got a screen, it gets dark. Like it's pretty dark. It's not plugged out right now. It, you know, and it helps out with the brightness a little bit, but not, you know, not to the point where you guys think or whatever. Okay, my next dislike is the charging brick. Now, it's not necessarily charging brick, it's more so the charging cable. I really do wish they give you like a lightning Thunderbolt USB-C 3 type cable. Now, let me know in the comment section. I do have a Thunderbolt 3 cable. If I'm able to still charge it through here, let me know, because I don't know how to make you one. But then again, if I get like an extra monitor or something, I can't use that port, so that kind of defeats the purpose, right? So anyway, don't even worry about it. This is the charging port. This is the charging outlet for the cable, whatever. And to me, it looks old-fashioned. I don't like that. I wish they kind of gave you something just a little bit more up to date, a little bit smaller. And then sometimes it's kind of hard to put this thing in too. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that at all. I'm not a huge fan at all. I wish they, like I said, because I think the new Lenovos have a USB-C charging port. So yeah. And then my last gripe about it, and this is the last one, I promise y'all guys, is the power button placement. I'm not a huge fan of power button placement, and the reason why is because it's too easy to accidentally hit this. I can't tell you guys how upset I was when, I mean, you know, Adobe Premiere automatically saves for you. But I was putting the laptop into a 2-in-1 while I was rendering the background. I put my project into the encoder, whatever, if it focuses, right? I put my project into the encoder, so I'm sitting here calling myself, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and just put this in tablet mode. But as I was doing that, I hit the power button. So like, see right now, you gotta fold it up. You're folding it, and you about to hold it in your hands. And look where your hands is resting. You so close to the power button. It's like when you get it like this, you pretty much bound to hit it. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you do decide to go with this laptop, that the power button placement could just a little bit better. I kind of wish it'd have been dope if they'd kind of implement the power button here, if you just have to press down, kind of like how like LG phones is. And I would see that, where if you put the power button here, you press down, the power button come up. Oh, I mean the power, you know, you can turn the laptop on. Okay, so yeah, that is it for the dislikes though. Now let's get into the good stuff, the likes. Okay, my first like about this beautiful, magnificent device here is the build quality. This aluminum chassis is, to me, it just screams premium for the most part. I love the way it feels. Like, I love the way it looks. I like the Yoga, like how the Yoga is kind of like stamped on here, kind of like a seal of approval, you know what I mean? But it feels very good, very solid. There's like no flex, like when you push down, There's no flex with it, which I absolutely love. It's nothing worse than the cheap laptop. The Asus I had that was made like, you know, years ago had like a lot of flex, and this here does not. It feels very, very good. I love the build quality of this laptop by far, and that also kind of complements and kind of goes in part with the keyboard. The keyboard on here to me is built, you know, I'm like a super keyboard, I don't know, enthusiast or anything like that, but compared to other keyboard I had from the previous laptop, this keyboard is perfect. I mean, it's very comfortable. The shift key is big enough. The caps lock, I like it. The keyboard to me is perfect. And I also like the fact that up here, I'll show you guys so get closer. Up here, as you guys can see, you don't have to hit like the FN key to like control the volume, mute it, change the brightness, airplane mode, none of that. You can just go ahead and hit it and you all set to go. So I like that a lot. I think this is what they call like quote unquote hotkeys. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, build quality is like top of the line to me. No complaints at all with the build quality. My next huge like about this laptop is the display. Now, well, before we get into display, right, because I'm gonna have to boot the computer up. One of my main things that I love about this laptop is the boot up speed and the shutdown speed, right? So let's go ahead and do that test real quick. Okay, so we're gonna do the boot down, the shutdown timer first, and then we're gonna do the power on timer. Okay, so we got the stopwatch here. Let's go ahead and hit it, and power, and 3, 2, 1. Watch the keyboard lights. Off. I'll probably be off like about a second, so it's like around 6 to 7 seconds. This thing shut down within 6 to 7 seconds. Okay, I've never had a laptop do that ever. Okay, my old laptop, yo, would take a long time. Okay, now let's do the boot up test. Okay, if I hit the power button in 3, 2, 1. 6 seconds, 6 to 7 seconds. Now, if you wanted to include the Windows Hello, which is like super fast, we can add like maybe another 2 seconds on here. But to get to Windows Hello, because of the fingerprint read, which is another like about mine, look how fast this is, y'all. Look how fast this is. And I'm already in. Like, you guys do not understand the trouble I used to go through with my old laptop as far as rebooting and shutting down. Oh my God, I love this about this laptop. The boot up and shutdown speed is amazing. Okay, super dope, super dope. So that's one of my likes about it. All right, next. Now, again, like I said, for me, I feel like this is like, you know, is warranted for all what you're getting. I actually dig the price. When I was looking at other laptops compared to like, you know, like the MacBook or the HP X360 Spectre, for $1,500 for this, I feel like it was a sweet spot. I don't feel bad for paying that price for this laptop. I feel like what you got, the 512 SSD storage card, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and then you got the NVIDIA graphics cards. I think was a 1050 or 1030. I want to say it's a 1050 though. But for what you got, I feel like it can't be beat nowhere else. You know what I mean? Like, just to clarify, it is a GTX 1050. So I feel like it was definitely worth the price. So the price to me was a sweet spot. I have no gripes about the price at all. Next, another cool thing is, now, I mean, this is on all Windows, but I just like it. Samsung Flow feature on Windows, and it has nothing to do with Lenovo specifically. But if you guys are not up on Samsung Flow is like a companion app for your phone with the laptop, and you could transfer files like wirelessly, and it uses Wi-Fi direct. If I don't have my USB-C cable here, I would use 9 times out of 10. Well, most time, even if I have this next to me, I'm still using the Samsung Flow. Let's see how this, you know, see how it looks. Whereas, you know, I'm recording right now, but actually, you know what? I'm gonna give you guys a demonstration. Now, the cool thing about having Samsung Flow on your phone and on the laptop is you can use your phone to open it up. So say you got your device, you want to use your iris scanners on your finger, you can, but use the fingerprint and it should open up. Now, let's see. It's supposed to open right up. There we go. I don't know what took us so long, but yeah, it's a hit or miss sometimes. It's not like completely perfect, but it does work. Okay, so yeah, the fingerprint. So that was, like I said, Samsung Flow is pretty cool, very fast, and I like it a lot. I have no issues with Samsung Flow. I really like the fact that it's on here. So if you guys never tried it, definitely check it out. So what else we cover? Oh, another thing is, now I don't have the pen. I will get it, but for all my drawers out there, for people who like really good at Photoshop and things like that, this does support Wacom technology. You're able to draw in this and use Windows Ink and stuff like that. So it has like 4,096 points of pressure. So if you are into that, if you are an artist, this is definitely for you. If you kind of want power and the flexibility to do that too, I would definitely recommend this laptop. Now let's go to speakers so you guys can hear how that sounds for yourself. I did this in the unboxing, but for those who didn't see the unboxing, we can show you now. Okay, so here's the speaker test. We're gonna do Happy Idiot by TV on the Radio. When I switch it up, I do listen to all types of music, not just hip hop. You know what I'm saying? A little alternative, whatever you want to call it. So check this out. I'm about to play it now. And that's like 18. Now we're about to go to the max. Good, right? To me, it's not like super heavy bass, whatever, but maybe we can find a song that's heavy in bass now. All right, so got the song. Here's another song that's pretty like heavy, like in, I guess, guitars, whatever you want to call it, but just so you guys can see it for yourself. Listen. You hear how it sounds when you lift it up? So again, the speakers, to me, they sound good, y'all. I mean, for what you're getting, I mean, they're not like blowing you out the water, but I mean, they are pretty decent laptop speakers, you know what I mean? So I have no problem with the speakers at all. I definitely love it. Now, for the ending for the last, for the finale, right, for the conclusion, what is my opinion on as far as like editing videos and is, for YouTubers? Is this the laptop for you? I would definitely say yes. If you are a YouTuber and you want something with power, versatility, the 2-in-1 combo aspect, but can still, have you edit 4K videos and go without any issues, I would definitely recommend this laptop. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some times where if I'm like doing too much, especially on 4K, and if I'm doing color grading as well, it will like stutter, like sometimes like you be playing a video and it'd be like dragging like that a little bit. But other than that, I definitely love this laptop. I have no problems on it. I sometimes play Warframe on it. I'm a huge Warframe fan. A huge Warframe fan now. I literally just got into Steam when I first got this laptop. I was never a Steam player, so I've done gaming on here. I've done editing on here, and it's been doing perfectly fine, y'all. So that's it for the review, man. Thank y'all so much for watching. As y'all can see, the boy channel is growing so fast, fam. Do y'all see the numbers though? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? I just want to, I'm proud of myself, man. It's been a journey. I do so much, man, being a soon-to-be husband, a father. I have my mother-in-law because she's sick. I do a lot to still get these videos out to y'all, man. So to see you guys react to my videos the way you do and the support, I really do appreciate it, man. I really do. So it's your boy, Sean Be Nice, man. Now, please give your boy a thumbs up. It definitely helps the channel, like, for real now. I see why the YouTube would be so thirsty for those thumbs up now. Please hit me up with the thumbs up. But if you didn't like the video, ain't nothing changing. Give it a dislike. Tell me what you didn't like about the video. Maybe some points that I forgot to mention. Again, do keep in mind, this wasn't for the spec elitists or anything like that. This is for your average consumer and somebody's aspiring to be a YouTuber. You know what I mean? So it's your boy, Sean Be Nice, and I'm out, man. Deuces.